It's in, y'all. The masticating juicer. I picked up on the TikTok shop. Everybody's ranting and raving about it. So let's get into this and let's unbox it. So for starters, when I received it, it was on my front porch, but it came in that, that really trashy plastic. They did just wrap it up. It seemed like a Temu delivery that they just really didn't care about keeping it safe. As you can see here, it's got a little dent, I guess, from the delivery guy. It must have either fell or something fell on top of it. And let's just see what it looks like inside and how well they package it. Stab it right, and it should pop open. Oh, there it goes. So right on top, we got the owner's manual. Let's see how well this thing is packaged. Here, can I pull it off? No, it looks like it's wrapped all the way around it. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I like that. It's got some styrofoam around it that protects the whole unit. Of course, we got the plastic covering. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's see if we can put this together. This looks like it sits in there. And then, is that on right? That feels like it's on right. Let's set this over it. I think the instructions said to start in the front, twist towards the back, and I can feel it, how it snapped in. Let me see if I can tighten this with two hands. Okay, it was already tight. Now we do have this O-ring. Where does the O-ring go? Does it go here? I don't know. Let's check the owner's manual. Okay, so the instructions don't have anything about this O-ring gasket, but it does fit perfectly right here. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna set this on top of it where it goes, and let's see if it fits any different. No, it fits like it did before the first time. I'm gonna turn this, and I did it with one hand the first time, and when I tried it with two, it didn't move anymore, so I'm comfortable with that. Now, you have a big tray and a small tray. One's bigger than the other. I don't know if you can tell. I'm assuming we're gonna have more pulp than juice. That's just, just thinking logically. And then you have your smasher, I believe, here, and then your brush for your teeth, for cleaning your filter and everything in there. Okay, but that's weird that the instructions, they didn't give me any kind of details on the O-ring and where it goes. Button juice adjust flow insert to your container. Close the lid just will not work. If lid, okay, please install. Nothing. And then on the front page, it even shows the names of the components. Protocol cleaning. And so it doesn't say. So I'm just using my noggin, and I'm gonna leave that gasket right where it is inside there where I showed you. I did get some vegetables and some fruits because I wanted to try it out and show you guys how it works. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to go rinse it out before I was going to use it. I wanted to make sure I got all that debris out of there. Right now, I'm going to use some carrots, some apples, some celery, some cilantro, and some garlic. Not sure how this is really going to take. I don't know which fruits and vegetables go with what when juicing. So this is actually my first time doing this. Don't judge me, but we're going to see how this comes out and see how it works with everything. Here's a side note, when you do get it, see this little trigger right here? This opens the top. So I tried pulling on it, not even checking, I tried pulling on it and it wouldn't open. So just so you don't, try to manhandle this and then you break it, remember there's a trigger there and that releases it. So let's get this going. To get it started, you have the button on the back and it goes down and it goes up. Up is to go the right way, and down it spins counterclockwise, but I'm just thinking maybe if it gets jammed that you want to reverse it and try to unjam whatever's jammed in there. That's just my thought without, reading the instructions fully. So, again, let's just get this started. Turn it on. We are running. I'm just going to stick this carrot in there. And let's see what that does. Okay. Oh, come out. Pulp will come out here. It's already, you can see it in there spinning. This has 55 RPM, slow grinding technology, maximized fruit cell damage. Supposedly it's easy to clean, but we'll get to that later. You can see that filling up right there. I wonder if we can leave that in there. I'm going to shove a little cilantro in there. I think cilantro is good for detoxing somehow. This is one of the reasons why I grabbed it. Now this is something I wanted to try because they're talking about different fruits and vegetables. I'm just going to leave this on. The shell, the skin, I'm going to leave it on and I'm going to throw it in there. Let's see what it does. Drop it in there. Close the lid. It's already on, so let's see what that does. If the skin comes out through the juicer, I'm going to be upset. You can see some of the skin coming out through the pulp feeder. Now we're going to do some celery. just gonna show you, man, see how well this handles. Now, you always hear him rant and rave about how dry this comes out. I mean, it's moist, and it leaves my fingers a little damp, but it's not, you know, ridiculous. So, heads up on that. And now I'm gonna do the apples. Sounds like it's struggling. You can see it's about empty. You quit pushing the pulp through, and we're done getting the juice. Okay, I'm just gonna mix this because I don't know what this is. You know, just gonna get the apple first and then whatever next. So give me 1 second. Making a mess. Here we go. Okay, so I washed out the container and I was able to pull this just straight out. It took a little effort, but I got it out. Effort is a good thing, you know, it just means that it's sealed tight. So this does come in handy. You are going to use this. So you can see this, I'm going to clean that off. There's a couple there. But it gets in all the crevices. So make sure you keep that and maybe invest in another one because no telling how long that's going to last. This, I use it just a little bit. I didn't really need it for this round, but I did kind of shove it. You can see a little poke in it. I did shove it in there because it was struggling with the celery, I believe. This is what I really wanted to show you here. This is dry. There's nothing in there, and I like that. If you heard the struggling noise that it was making earlier, it's because some of the pulp got in this crevice here, and on the bottom of this, not inside here, but just like on the bottom, and then in here, and it was rubbing. So that's what was causing the noise, and you know that's understandable. You got to expect, you know, nothing's made perfect. So cleaning it was a little bit of effort. 1 out of 10, I give the cleaning, let's say, a 5. It wasn't that bad. It was just, you know, the water got most of it. I just had to hit the crevices with the brush, and that was it. I do need to clean these next. I did run 4 more apples. I got the small apple, so I did run 4 more apples through it because initially when I drink it, it was real spicy. And I think that's because of the whole deal of garlic that I put in there. I did taste the cilantro. It was sweet. I didn't really taste the apple. I could taste the carrots, but I did, like I said, I wanted to get it a little bit more sweetened. So I put 4 more apples. I juiced them, and this is the remaining of it. And I poured it into my thick buddy. I wouldn't normally call this my thick buddy, but it's the frost buddy. But yeah, I poured it into here, but it's, you know, it's room temperature, so I have my ice maker making it some ice, so I can put it in there, shake it up, you know, get it cold, and then try it out as, you know, just chill. But I will get back to y'all on that. Alright, y'all. Okay. A little less garlic next time. So, a little less garlic. I'm gonna have to get this whole recipe thing down because, like I said, this is my first time juicing, so I'm just gonna have to get a better recipe. I hope y'all like the video. I hope it helps out.